No, he's fucking with my wife.
Okay, so who live here?
No. Listen, my son's here. I came to pick him up from listen, bro. Listen, he just threatened me. You heard what he just said. I better have a gun.
And we're here now.
But did you hear that?
So we can handle that.
But did you hear that?
I did hear all that. Okay. But we can handle that. But I need you to tell me what happened before I got here.
I don't, man. Listen, sir. I'm not raising no things. I'm not raising. He came. I was getting my son. He started talking shit to me. I said, bro, I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave me.
Here we are again, back addressing the same debauchery that has been plaguing our society, our communities, even in this space. The psycho beta is running rampant. You have men walking up on stages, slapping other men because of alleged or I guess you would say misinterpreted disrespect when it's not warranted, for a woman who has embarrassed you, disgraced your legacy forever, sleeping with your son's friend in the home that you pay for. We have men getting caught in hotels on video, showing up to their baby mother's house, talking about other men trying to get his wife. This is the psycho beta. Benzino is the prototype. He's the shout out Thomas Sotomayor. You know, you have the BT 1000s. You know, you had the T1000s. You can't reason with them. You can't argue with them. You can't do nothing with them. You have that on the male side as well. The Psycho Beta 1000. Benzino is showing the exact scenario that thinking with your dick will get you into, because in a lot of cases you must survey the scenario that you get yourself in. When you meet a woman, you meet her on the golf course. What type of conversation does she have for you to want to come to her house so quickly, versus having her meet you on your turf first? Why would you be looking to go to her house so quickly? Oh man, I just met on the golf course. If you see the video of this whole situation, the man says he meets his baby mother on the golf course, and within a few days he's pulling up to the house. He doesn't even stay in the area. Now, one would say they don't see anything wrong with it. He's just, being a man in a sense. But if, again, you have to pay attention to today's climate. Women move on very quickly, and they juggle multiple men at the same time, in which you can find yourself in the crossfire. You have men such as Benzino, because he was a little bit more self-aware to know what level of aggression he can show. Because if this would have been any other instance, you would have saw a man pulling a gun, violence in some cases, and in a lot of cases, men even losing their lives. And in other cases, you have women losing their lives because the man she tried to play was not going. He wasn't going for it. So when you see a woman is, you're in a co-parenting situation, I really can't give you any game because I don't have children. But I can give you game as far as how to interact with another man that is dealing with your woman. You don't interact with him. You can show respect if it's a co-parenting scenario or whatever the case may be. You show respect. You hold your frame and you get out the way. But a lot of men hold resentment because of the man that the woman is now dating may intimidate him in a sense, or may have an advantage over him. You cannot worry about your woman's new man or your ex's new man, because that is not your woman anymore. She belongs to him, or so he thinks. But when men's act in this behavior, they become extremely violent. The psycho beta is now feeling defeated, so he's acting out. He's acting out of character because he feels he has no other outlets. He doesn't have any assistance. He doesn't have any support on his issues. And again, I tell you men that you won't have any support. You will not have any assistance. You will have to go through life's difficult obstacle course with no assistance. The lucky ones, the blessed ones, will have a father and environments around them that will propel them to the top. That is a small percentage. So it must be in you. It's nothing that you can be taught. It has to be in you to overcome any adversity, discipline, knowledge. A lot of us, at one point in time, I was heavy into the pro black diaspora, the plight of the slaves all the way up to now. And we used to have, it was active because it was trendy. You had Dr. Umar just coming out of the gates with his campaign. You had Tariq Nasheed dropping the Hidden Colors. You had the slave movies intermixing with the pro-black platform that was again trending. You had Polite. You had you had these battles. This was captivating until the money started to get involved. Once the money started to get involved, that is when the agenda no longer became the agenda. The mission was changed to get the money versus liberate your people. So you shy away from that, and again, it becomes trendy, and you try to show people, hey, this is why we're behaving in this manner. This is why we're thinking in this manner. And they do not want to accept it or hear it because it doesn't feel good. So we get back to the bullshit. But I say that to say this, that you think someone is going to save you. They're not. You have to save yourself. You cannot rely on anyone's information, anyone's opinion about you, anyone's approval or disapproval of you. You just have to strive to be better, or you will end up a psycho beta, losing your mind because you don't control any aspect. You have to take into all of the factors. With Benzino specifically, he has a daughter who pretty much resents him, but she is successful and he cannot attach himself to her success. But indirectly, we know that her success is a result of his status and his career in the industry. But in real life experiences, men will kill you over their woman, new or old. The new guy sometimes comes in way more possessive and controlling than you. So you would be in an innocent position going to pick up your child or whatever the case may be, and you find yourself in a violent confrontation with her new beau. But in a lot of cases, this is the ex that shows this behavior because he cannot accept that he took a loss, especially if he invested a lot, if he invested money, especially money, time, energy. He's going to feel slighted that someone that did not put a fraction of the work that he put in is now reaping the benefits of his work. So he's going to act out. He's going to be violent because if I can't have her, no one can. So he will go all the way extreme, and now he's in jail, prison, or dead over a woman who no longer loved him, or who pretty much may have never loved him in the first place. See, the thing about men identifying women that you should date versus relate with, meaning having a relationship, building families, marriage, etc., that woman typically is going to be not of great, well, her attractive appeal may not be what you look for the most part. You may feel that you date this quality of woman, but it always goes in the toilet. Because hypergamy is active, the more beautiful she is, it's more active because she has more options. She's getting a lot more attention. You see it on social media. One thing I would like to point out, which is why I reference social media so much. You see the women openly telling you who and what they are via conversations on, again, Facebook, Instagram, talking about the best sex they've ever had. If you notice, if you read the comments and see it in its true context, a lot of the women that refer to the guys who are their best sexually, which is usually the imprint, they're never with them. Their relationship is always something that's in the past, or it's not constant. It may be in and out. Every so often they link up, they go on breaks, they come back, etc. You know, they do all of the sneaky link. We go a few years without talking, then next thing you know, we linked up, and it's like we never missed a beat. So in a lot of cases, you read the conversation and what's not being said, and they tell you that the guy that does it for me sexually is not someone that I can really be in a relationship with, because this is usually the married man, the man that has a girl who, or the man who really doesn't want you. He's just going to fuck on you because you are slutty, like I like. So, but a lot of guys, they do not discern. They don't choose what to do with the right woman. They think this is the one. I'm gonna get this one pregnant. I'm gonna go all out with this one, not knowing she's not built for that. She's built to use that against you. And you see these men, endless men in these situations, child support, false allegations. You touched a child. You see men have to deal with this, and when people question the rage and the anger and the resentment that a lot of men feel when it comes to women, in that sense, we really won't hate women because our nature attracts us to them, but we will have a change of heart on how we deal with them, dependent upon the experiences that we had as a whole. A lot of women, they date men not knowing as they age, the maturity level comes with learning from loss. It comes from learning from the experiences that one had. So a lot of women think they get an older guy that he's going to be a fish because he may not have as many options as she has, or he may not be up on game like she is. But on the contrary, so as you go through your dating phases, you go through this pool, you gotta know which ones to do what with. Some chicks, you just pull up and we go. And then after it's over with, you leave. And then you have some chicks, okay, this woman, she has my best interest at heart. She is adding value to my life. She believes in me. She supports me, et cetera, et cetera. This will be a woman who may not have that physical appeal that you like, but her spirit is intact. It is proper. She believes in you. She sees good in you. Therefore, her actions convey that. That is going to be the woman who you would want to go long term with. You won't get the accolades in a lot of cases. This is if you want the bigger picture, not her. Because a lot of the times, you men, you pursue the woman to have the woman versus pursuing her or acquiring her to use her for what she is good for. You just want her to look good, sit back in the cut, when you can really use her gifts that she has, because we all have them. But the beta rage, the psycho beta, you will continue to see this behavior because now you see everything is at a tipping point. We're right. If you feel it, you can feel it in the air. We're at a point where something is about to break. You feel the tension. You feel the energy. Men are on the cusp of breaking as you see them in their rarest form right now, showing nothing but pure emotion, defeat, weakness, and letting their women make a fool of them. Because once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever. There's no deleting it. But you guys, let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.